On October 23rd, the Meeteetse Museums butchered a cow bison donated by the Antlers Ranch with stone tools. The event was part of the museum's ongoing Bison of the Bighorn Basin project. Before participants were allowed to butcher, they were interviewed to learn about their preconceptions of stone tools and what they thought would happen during the project. Participants were asked to describe what differences they thought might arise between stone tools and knives.
Maybe the angles of the cut marks and the usage will be different, I imagine, because you're going to be kind of handling it differently, and maybe the pieces that you use might be different, kind of the chunks of meat and bone and everything. What else would be different? Time. But maybe not, because like stone can be way sharper than a knife, so it might be more efficient in some ways, and that's kind of be cool to see.
I think it's going to be much less exact. When you cut with a knife, I think it's very uniform, and I think when a stone tool is used, it's not going to be as uniform, depending on the tool style, the uniformity of the edge, etc. So I think it's going to be a little bit more abstract, and that probably fits the way they actually butchered it when they were using stone tools. So.
I think the challenges are going to be obviously a little harder to sharpen a stone tool as well as modern knives. You know, they got nice ergonomic handles to hold and all that versus stone tool, it's a rock.
I think that butchering it with a knife would be different because I think the stone tools will get less sharp in a quicker amount of time, dull faster.
I'm gonna say that the stone's gonna be a little rougher, and I'm say like a knife method might be a little smoother. So I think we'll definitely see the technologies of the 21st century take hold.
Well, your knives are good, but as Larry was telling us yesterday, stone tools can be equally as sharp and equally as effective. So it'll be fun to kind of do it a bit more traditional way. And naturally, the gut pile's gonna be a whole lot bigger than anything else I've ever seen before. Usually, when you're field dressing a deer or an elk, you try to get it done reasonably soon as you can to get the carcass cool. And this is probably more of the research aspect of it, why you're doing it, and trying to duplicate what they did eons ago, and so it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
From what I've seen already, I think it's probably better than a knife. He went through that hide pretty fast, and I thought it'd be a lot tougher. So,
I guess it would just be our own little, our own ways. I like slowing everything down. That's one thing the buffalo is taught is slow down, and when you feel like you need to, slow down some more. And so I enjoy that part of it. The problem solving, it's just more deliberate and intentional for us, and I don't see those as problems, but I guess just being frustrated, time.
Oh boy, they had to be more skilled really because of how limited those tools are, and yet already I've noticed how sharp the stones are. I wasn't able to take part yesterday in making one, but as I looked at that little flat piece of rock, they are pretty sharp, but I imagine a lot of it came from just the skill of knowing how to use those tools, where we'll be pretty clumsy.
The efficiency is obviously not the same, steel tools versus stone tools. I think people will hopefully develop a better appreciation of what the people who preceded us on this landscape, what they worked with, the challenges they faced, and how incredibly astute they were, and how they knew how to survive and adapt and overcome. It's an impressive thing what prehistoric people did with what they had compared to today when we have Gore-Tex and wool and all these technological things that help us, and they were much more accomplished than I think we are today with all our technology and advancements.